Listen, America, don't you ever worry too much about making over $1 million in any industry, in any business, in any proven business. Because nobody's gonna get you out of the situation, and the government isn't in a rush to help us. How are you gonna work your ass off like that? Listen, I've never felt that way in my life. I've never felt that way in my life. Neither of those things. If I ever see somebody working like that and I have some shit to say about it or I don't, what do you want me to do about it? I don't want to do that. The idea is there. There are brilliant ideas and there's brilliant execution. Now, I don't know where I stand with you guys because I'm going to tell you to stay home and not do that. And saying there's no point in me telling you, pushing you to work that hard ever in your life. And I'm trying to broaden worldview and broaden up people's minds by telling them, do the right thing, stay home. There's no way to figure out how to do that from home. I gotta talk about it for 24 hours straight. And just so people have the footage and you know, somewhere in the peripheral view. But I'll admit, there's no point in working that hard, So who am I gonna tell that to, And that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna make over $2 million in 18 months or double that because the business flops in the first 18 months, then it succeeds. Just imagine the fact that you have to consider the idea that you might be gamifying staffing and recruiting, you know. So I just feel like there's so many reasons why you shouldn't work that hard. And one of the things you could do is ask yourself, what would you do with that money? What would you do with that $5 million you make in 10 years? Is that money going to go into the spendings account? So yeah, it's really not an easy thing, And businesses fail miserably. So this is something I'm thinking about is coming up with that business idea that you can't even execute anyway, and then getting to that phase where you find maybe it's a brilliant idea, and brilliant execution by Derek Sivers. Brilliant ideas and brilliant execution. But I really think that the only difficult thing about turning that idea down is fighting yourself, because you're going to fight yourself about how you could still think about it any second of the day for 1 second, and it can bring negative attention towards you, so seriously wondering how much you end up fighting yourself over something like that is a little frustrating, because I just feel like morally it's not the right decision to make, and it's how are you gonna push yourself? Don't push yourself. I'm tired of telling people to work hard. I don't want to tell anybody to work hard. I figure it's the wrong thing to do. So don't tell people to work hard. Don't make people work hard. Don't try to encourage people to work and work hard and start a business and make over $1 million. But that's really what I want to get down into words, is what I mean to say instead of that. I'm not trying to romanticize the idea of starting a business and working harder and making money when it's not a possibility. What would have happened, because I would have spent all my money anyway, It is, it's a little frustrating to think about how somebody could try to push you into doing something you've never done before. Too much. Even me, I don't want to encourage anyone to start a business, but I study businesses. So if I ever started my own business, what would that be like? Even if it was that idea that I told you, I would never do that. It's just a matter of time before I can find the way to tell myself that on video and tell people that on video, because it's not the thrill that I could market it to be to you. So, it's not that I'm unapologetic about encouraging people to try out entrepreneurship. It's just not powerful enough for me to encourage people to do it anymore. So I have to take a look at all the Forbes billionaires, all the YouTube entrepreneurs, and see. That's where I'm going to fit in, is by either saying what they're saying if they are saying that, or just keeping up saying what I'm saying right now. And that's how it is.